The question is, can they follow up on it? David Pingalore joins us live from Staples. And Ping, they stole one on Monday. Can the home cooking help them get another win?
Well, that's the big question. A very interesting question. I mean, they're playing here tonight inside. I can tell you this will be a very loud inside Staples Center. The Clippers in this contest, though, still big underdogs even at home. They're an 8.5-point underdog in this game. There were 13 points the other night on the road in Game 2 as they did come back from 31 down. What on earth is going to happen here tonight? I know the whole NBA world, if you're an NBA fan, if you're a Clippers fan, what is going to happen against the two-time defending champions, the Golden State Warriors? They're in town. We can talk about Steph Curry. We're talking about Kevin Durant, Draymond Green. We got Thompson. Of course, there's no Boogie Cousins. He's out. We'll get into that in just a moment. Is this going to be the game they can win tonight here at home, the Clippers? They certainly believe they can. They got that heart.
You know, it's no egos. You know, it's no one here that demands the ball all the time. We know who's going to get the ball. You know, Lou and Gal and Montrez, and we're fine with it. You know, we know when our playing time's going to come, so we don't really argue about it. We know when we're coming out the game, we don't argue about it. We respect each other. We give each other room to be successful, and with that, you know, everyone has their role within the team.
I don't think this group gets enough credit for how talented they actually are. There, quote-unquote, are no stars, but I don't know if any other team goes in the game and doesn't treat Lou Williams like a star. You know, I think he gets star treatment as far as the way the defense is prepared for him. Trez a little bit the same way, and Gal's in the same way. You know, but it's just a great group, so I don't look back on all of them. I just like this group. It's a great group to coach.
All right, so Patrick Beverley, you know, he shut down Kevin Durant the other night. He's going to be a little pest. That's kind of his new nickname. It's been his nickname for a while, but Beverley, he is up for the challenge guarding Kevin Durant. This team reminds me a little bit of the old school days back in the early 2000s when the Pistons, they didn't really have that superstar as well, but they knocked off and won some championships. But we'll see if the Clippers tonight, Darren, will be able to knock off the Golden State Warriors as 8.5-point underdogs. I think it's going to be a rather close contest, and certainly will be very loud here at Staples Center for sure. Should be fun.
Yeah, looking forward to it, Ping. You know, that 31-point comeback was remarkable, but what do they need to do tonight to keep things closer so they don't need a big comeback?
Well, they certainly they got to limit their turnovers because the other night they had 19 turnovers. They have to limit those turnovers, and when you have a lot of turnovers, you're going to lose a lot of games. And with that said, Golden State had 22 turnovers, so the team with less turnovers winning the game the other night, coming back from 31 down. Got to shoot better, got to play a little bit better defense. We're going to just it's kind of interesting, you know, because when you build a lead like that and a team comes back to win, man, what is the next game? Because you know, following the NBA and watching the NBA for all the years that you've covered it as well, you know, when teams get up big like that, they usually kind of go back a little bit and kind of just lay off. So we'll see if that was just kind of a layoff, or are the Clippers really better than what people think they are? That's the question. And you know, in each game in the playoffs, Darren, the intensity goes from each game is different. So Game 3 certainly is going to be different than Game 2 as Game 1 was.
I was going to ask you.
Let's go with that a little bit.
Ping, I was going to ask you about adjustments because the playoffs are all about adjustments. Do you have a sense of what the Clippers want to adjust tonight heading into Game 3?
I think the Clippers certainly want to be able to shoot the ball a little bit better. They want to play certainly, as I just mentioned, better defense and adjusting to what Kevin Durant is capable of doing, because shutting him down is going to be the key to winning this game. So I think their biggest adjustment is to continue to do what they're doing and try to force even more turnovers, because Golden State, you know, following them over the last couple of years and even this year, they can kind of get a little bit, you know, as floozy the word, you know, they turn the ball over a lot. So if Doc Rivers, who I think is we know he's a championship coach, can he outcoach Steve Kerr tonight here in this building? I think Coach Rivers will, and possibly Coach outcoach Steve Kerr. So the adjustments a little bit, just keep the turnovers down and keep shooting the ball, and they've got home court advantage because you mentioned they stole game 2 from a historic comeback from 31 down. I mean, at that point, just turn the TV off, right?
Hey,
so it should be. I think it's gonna be good tonight.
Ping, before I let you get out of here, I got to get Ping's pick. Who's going to win tonight?
Man, on Instagram, and I know Doc Rivers really well. On Instagram, I went with Golden State. I think everybody's going to go with Golden State. Now, I could be obviously proven wrong. My track record in these predictions, Darren, it's not that good. So I think it's going to be closer than what people think. It's going to be one of those games. I think it's going to be closer than what people think.
It'll be interesting to see if they can build on the confidence that they got by stealing that game on Monday night. Ping, great job out there. We will see you tonight. Quick break. Still.